my first job, and it was at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. I was honestly scared after hearing about an animatronic biting through, through the frontal lobe of a little girl. I was surprised at how long a girl could live without the frontal lobe of the brain. She lasted long. Now, as I walked in, straight away I saw the animatronics on the stage, playing their horrible, horrible, annoying songs, and Foxy in Pirate Cove. This was going to be a very tiring night. Obviously, I ran to the office because, well, at this point, after hearing all the stories, I was scared shitless, to be honest. And when I got to the small room, I got an almost paralyzing fluorescent chill of blue ice going directly down my spine. I checked the clock, it was 12 o'clock, and I could already hear the screams and screeches of the rusty metal moving ever so slowly, and the quiet drip of water hitting the floor. All of a sudden, I could only hear the loud, annoying buzz of the old rusty cast iron fan, but that eventually quieted down until I swear I could actually hear screaming from below me. I never wanted to hear such a dreadful sound. I thought I would die straight away, but the animatronics didn't start moving till 5 o'clock, which I thought was a bit weird, because the phone guy said they would have started straight away, and only two moved. That was Chica. That was Chica, who was a duck, and Bonnie, that is a weird purple rabbit thing. They weren't that scary until they got close. When they got close, they were under the camera. I had no idea what to do. I quickly dashed for Bonnie's door, and luckily I closed it in time. Whereas with Chica, I wasn't so lucky. Chica had just started putting her arm through the door as I closed it. Her arm almost got crushed, but it didn't. She managed to lift the door up just enough to get her arm free of it. It slammed shut behind her, and she started walking off. As Chica slowly walked away, I realised it was 6 o'clock. Victory! The first night was over. Just 4 more nights to go, or so I hoped. On the second night, it was hectic. Third night, it was even worse. On the fourth night, I almost died several times. But on night 5, it kicked off. I was just sitting at my desk. Pirate Cove was secure. No one was on the show stage, and all of a sudden, I felt a cold metal hand wrap around my throat, so tightly that I couldn't breathe. As I struggled, I tried to find something that I could use to hit the creature off me, or something like that, and luckily I found something. It felt like a rusty old pipe, but it didn't matter what the hell it was, as long as I could get this, because I had to get this old broken monster away. I couldn't breathe, I was about to faint or even worse, die. So I had to hit it. So I slowly built up what strength I had in my weak, limp arms. And I got my courage together and swung. And it must have hit it in the face because I could hear it scream and glass smash all over the place. Now, when I heard it run away, just before it ran away, I quietly heard the old grandfather clock before I eventually regained my strength. I got called in one more time when I got home for one more night. But being stupid, knowing how little the pay was, I didn't care as long as I got the money and the good things on my CV. So on night 6 things started, but it was at 3 o'clock that it all went to hell, because there it was again, that blood-curdling scream that I so hated. So I decided to look around my office. There's nothing. I went for a wander around the pizzeria. There was nothing there. All the doors had been locked, apart from the ones to my office. I looked around my room, my office, my dreaded office. I noticed there was a broken boarded up bit on the wall, just under my desk. As soon as that happened, I saw Chica rush in. I had to hide under the boarded up bit, by the boarded up bit. I broke the wooden boards as to avoid running into Chica. As I started climbing into the vents, it creaked and crumbled behind me. I carried on. The vent suddenly broke right under me as I fell. My life flashed before my very eyes. It was pretty shit, to be honest. It felt like forever until I finally hit the floor. And as I did, I felt all of my bones in my body snap in half. I was in agony. I was thinking, is this gonna be the end of me? Is this gonna be the end of Mike Schmidt? Now, I was down there for a very long time, but suddenly I've stopped feeling any pain whatsoever. So I slowly and carefully got up, as not to damage myself even more. And as I slowly got up, I could see bodies of 5 children hanging from the old costume hooks, probably before they used animatronics. But these bodies were old and decayed. Could these have been the old rotten corpses of the second lot of the 5 children that went missing? Could this be? Is this why I could hear screaming? Because these bodies were being tortured and their souls were calling for help. But I suddenly saw a transparent, almost holographic apparition, almost, coming from the body of one of the girls' bodies. She said, "Please help us. We are scared and trapped in those metal suits. I am trapped in Chica. Please help us." So I obviously asked her, "But why did you try and strangle me if you wanted me to help you all? Why would you do that? And how do I help you?" So she said that I must burn the pizzeria down and get as far away as possible. And that was that. She was not trying to... And that was that she wasn't trying to hurt me and was only trying to fight the urge to kill me. Because the monster that had put their souls in the suits were almost manipulating them, causing them to get revenge. Their souls being tortured for probably 10 years. So I slowly got up. I slowly got up the stairs, slowly limping, because I'd hurt one of my legs more than anything. Now, the soul apparition thing of Chica followed me, and as we were going round, she told me that a security guy 5 years ago, the one that killed them and left them to die, he was the one that killed them and left them to die. But something that looks like a marionette crossed over with a ghost shoved them and their souls into the suits, where the old security guard came back last night and took their bodies out of their suits, but for some reason part of their hatred from their souls stayed in the suits, and that is why she'd attacked me. Now, to be able to fix them, I'd have to reset the animatronics, which was easier said than done. I quickly limped to the kitchen to find Chica already looking for me, while I sneaked up behind her very slowly and flicked the switch. She screamed and squawked as the still rusting metal came to a halt. Right, 4 more left. Then I went to the main stage to reset Bonnie and Freddy next. But seconds later, I hear a louder and deeper scream from Freddy. The only problem is, he was the strongest of them all. There was the strongest and fastest of them all, Foxy, sitting behind Freddy, shoving a steel pipe through Freddy's chest area. Chica, being brave, pushed the pipe back into Foxy. This was it, wasn't it? This was the end. Chica told me to run to the kitchen and turn on all the gas and break all the gas pipes and turn on the oven and run. So I did. I broke the gas pipes, turned the gas on and turned the ovens on and ran. Now it was about 20, maybe 30 minutes later, and I could smell the burning. I could hear the sirens of the police and the fire engines, and all of a sudden a deafening noise of galvanized steel, wires, bricks, cement and cloth going up in flames and being blasted to pieces. I could see the lights of the police cars now and fire engines, but all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I saw something golden and glistening. It was Golden Freddy. I ran and ran as he charged behind me. I ran into a nearby forest. He was right behind me. All of a sudden, I could feel an impact on my back. He had punched me, and I was now flying through the air when I landed with a great thud into the cold, dark earth. I then had to crawl into a small hole in the bottom of a tree. Golden Freddy had caught up with me. He was right by the opening of where I was, just bundled up in the hole in the tree. But then I saw a dark character push him out of the way, and I realized I was in Slender Forest, and I saw him, the blank whiteness of where his face would be. And as he attacked, I woke up and realized it was all a dream, and I was playing Five Nights at Freddy's in Slender earlier as I was doing YouTube videos. But I could feel a scorching pain in my hand. So I looked at my hand, and it was one of the pages. It read, "No escape." This was a nightmare, or was it hell?